Greetings. Hello, 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 hello. Just fade that down. Greetings. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you can all hear me okay. We've had a bit of tech malarkey today. I'm just still getting that set up, but in the meantime I can jump over. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are well. Mysterious, good morning. It is good to see you as always. I hope you're having a chill morning. I'm having a very chill day today. I may have overworked yesterday, so I'm still in pajamas. So it's going to be that kind of stream. It's going to be a very, very laid back kind of stream, very, very laid back kind of time. Yeah. So I have some news with Anamnesis, some good news. I have a release date. I have other things to talk about as well. But then also we get to play around with some new things today, which I'm really excited about. The best way I can kind of describe it is that this is going to be very much like a kind of wind down, chill out kind of stream after all the excitement and fuss over editing Anamnesis. So I don't know if we'll have anything to show for at the end of this stream, just because I'm kind of playing with something new, doing something I haven't really done before. But I've basically, so I'll just switch over to the screen. So this wonderful thing down here is something I got over Christmas. I've been curious about one of them for ages, and just because I think the aim for this year, so it's a sampler basically. So normally, you use it for drum. This is where we get to test out the volume. So normally you use it for like drum stuff, nice little stuff like that. But I think you could use this as an audio drama, as like an audio drama live show in a box. That's kind of my view of it. So that's something I want to explore this year with it. That being said, I've had this since just before New Year, and I haven't made anything with it yet. So tonight felt like a very good excuse to do that. So the way things are going to work tonight, the way I'm going to kind of run this, the way I think I'm planning on kind of having this stream going. What I have done is I have loaded a number of samples in from the Anamnesis soundtrack. I've been playing around with them today just to make sure I kind of had the basics down, because I didn't want to entirely embarrass myself in front of everyone on stream. Getting some of the basics down, getting a couple of ideas together and things. But I kind of want to play around with sampling. I kind of want to play around with making something with this box. Not necessarily recording anything, but just seeing what we can come up with. So what I've done is I have loaded some of the piano samples into the box, and then I've also loaded onto this one the next one. That's on a loop. There's a bit of a learning curve with this, and so there's gonna be a lot of mistakes and me figuring things out. I actually have the instruction manual open on a different tab on my screen, so in case there's something like, oh, I know you can do this, I just don't know I don't know the specifics of it. That's all there. I've also got another piano sample here, and this key here. And that's on a loop, and then we have just another piano sample, and so over here I've loaded up a sample pack that I also coincidentally owned, which is it's a sample pack where they recorded some acoustic drums and then pressed them onto vinyl and then resampled them, so you get a lovely kind of very kind of classic warm sort of sound. And what I did was I made a pattern out of these drums. You can see the pads kind of go in there. Slightly out of time with the audio, but nice little kind of chill pattern. But then what I did was I resampled it and ran it through some effects that are also on here and turned it into this. No, I didn't. That's the wrong sample pay. I just turned it into a snare drum. That was all. I just thought the only thing you really need out of a drum pattern is a snare drum. Just the once. Just hit once. That's all you need for the rhythm. Just made this kind of lo-fi pattern. This kind of so I can do things like this. So this is basically the whole stream. It's just going to be me playing around with this idea. Also took a couple of other piano samples to kind of throw in over the top. So we've also got, which is a chunk of the piano bit. See, I really like using samples. Mattis Martigan, hello! It is wonderful to have you here. Welcome to what is going to be what is a very low-key, very chill stream. I'm wearing pajamas today. That's how low-key things are today. So, also I have a sleeping cat on the sofa. She's just woken up, so she's already made me out to be a liar. But yeah, it's a very chill evening today. Playing around with this box thing. So yeah, so I'll show you what I have, and then we can do some more with it. So this is kind of where I'm at so far, in terms of like a main groove or what I don't know the terminology, and also I'm very aware how English I sound when I say the word groove. There are certain words like I like to think I sound like a little bit Scottish. But there are certain words and where for some reason I just go really English, and for some reason groove is one of them. Groovy. I can't even say that in a Scottish way. It just comes out as groove. Anyway, this is our main. This is the lo-fi button up here. Haven't quite got that transition down yet. So yeah, so that's what we're starting with. I've got a couple of ideas of other things I want to do. I want to see if we can get maybe some vocal samples in there, because I've already done this. Loaded that up today, and then I also loaded up this as well from the series. So hopefully those will fit in there somewhere. Hello NHS UK. As long as you can say Loch, I can absolutely say Loch. So when I was how old would I have been? I think I was 8 years old. I was entered into a Burns recital, which I think is thematic because today's actually Burns night in Scotland, and I think I was the only English kid in the class, and then I ended up winning the Burns recital competition. Proudest moment of my life. Don't know where the voice went after that, but proved that I could talk the talk. So I had a thought for. So I've also got my electric keyboard on here. It's not plugged into the computer just because I don't want to accidentally catch it on this. So the way. So these samples here, I really like them. I think they really work as a nice little melody thing. I think we can kind of do more with it with other sections. So we've got our. This is the soundtrack project file, by the way. We've got our. I think that would be a nice sample over that sound. Just a theory. And then also, so if you're interested, you know, if you're interested in if you have any ideas of what particular bits from the series you think would work in this track in inverted commas, let me know and I'll throw it on here. We can play around with it. At the moment, I kind of just want to play around with everyone saying Anamnesis. Just to kind of test and see where we end up. Right, let's you know what, let's play around with this idea. Could be funky to have a different track for each suit/card pulled with the community vocals. We could do that. I like the idea of, I don't know how many, if I'm gonna do like a whole remix album, but like we could do something with the so we could do something with like the Hanged Man audio maybe. That's a nice idea. I like it. Let's oh, I should probably it's weirdly quiet, but that's
sacrifice, waiting, uncertain, lack of direction.
Well, let's do a test. Let's do a test sample. See, so we have. So let's put it on. Let's put it on here. Oh, it's already recording. Okay, I should probably just play.
Sacrifice, waiting, uncertain, lack of direction, perspective, contemplation, story, disinterest, stagnation, avoiding sacrifice, standstill, apathy.
You find yourself
Okay, let's see if that gave us anything. Why is that not playing any audio? Oh, okay. Ah, because I soloed something. That'll be why. On here. Yeah, it samples. Annoyingly, it samples everything coming out of the computer right now, which is slightly frustrating. But on here. Oh, it's already recording. Okay, I should probably just play. Yeah, that's some professional recording there. Right.
The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Sacrifice.
Let's normalize that. It's a bit louder.
The Hanged Man. Sacrifice. Waiting. Uncertain. Lack of direction. Perspective. Contemplation. Story. Disinterest. Stagnation. Avoiding sacrifice. Standstill. Apathy.
You find yourself.
Okay, that's a bit. There we go. That's what we want. And then we want to just add a little bit of release at the end, just so it means catching that. Okay. Yeah, if I ever do this in the future, I will come up with like a proper structure for how to run it, and also probably a better camera angle because you can't really see everything right now with the way that is. Just because I'm still figuring out how to use this thing. Okay, so let's get this. Let's get our beat going. It's like 8 bars long as well. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, excellent idea. Right, what do we want to see? Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, let's be clever. Okay, right. Let's see. To the computer. Okay, let's change the tempo here so we can sync this up. Oh, whoops, no, we want that over here. There we go. And put that on snap. Just so that's in the right place. Yep, that's fine. Right, so let's get... Sorry, I've got Hanged Man. Wait, no, where have you gone? Nope. It was over here. Yes, okay. Right, let's see if this works, because... So, here's the plan. I'm going to do some chopping up, and I'm going to sort of have it so we... Oh no! No, I don't want you to change the tempo there. Okay.
The Hanged Man.
First of all, I'm going to put it here because it means there'll be less of the granulizer, just so it means it's a bit cleaner, and because there's already a lot of granulizer going on in the track already. And I'm going to try and have it so we have a different person saying each word, so it's all in there. And then we can sample that, put it on here, and then that's our I'll just resample this bit.
Sacrifice, waiting, uncertain.
That's a lot of sound going on there, especially when you've got that going on as well, which already has a lot of other noises going on. I do like this as a beat though. Press the wrong button. Okay.
The Hanged Man.
That's right, so we'll put you there.
The Hanged Man. Sacrifice. The Hanged Man. Sacrifice. Waiting.
Love that double rim tap on every fourth beat. So this is a much longer sample. Oops. So you can't. I'm aware trying to show you this stuff on the OLED screen is not good. It's just not working because you can barely see it. But like, basically, I made the sample too long, and then I realized I basically messed up the ending of the sample. So rather than do it all again, I just decided to chop it up, which is much easier. But yeah, I think it's got a. So the kit I'm using. Nope, not that one. This one. Yeah, this sort of vinyl kit. It's also, because it's from a vinyl set, they also included some vinyl noise, which sounds really nice. It's very quiet, but let's see if I can turn it up. There you go. That lovely little vinyl crackle. Which I really, that's lovely. Just oof. It's like a fire. It's lovely. And then that's been put into the pattern. If you listen, actually, I can turn it up in there. Just hear that there. But what I did was I ran it. What I did was I ran it through. End of the LP, that crackle. Exactly, that's what we're going for. It's a hi-hat double tap. Yes, there's two ride cymbals, and then there's a little hi-hat there. But what did I run it through? I ran it through an isolator, just to make it a bit lo-fi. And also it has a cassette simulator, just to make it extra lo-fi. It also has... There's a specific lo-fi effect. What else we got? A little bit of... Something like that. And then, yeah, just ran that through that and then resampled it. And then you get this lovely, if I can remember where I put it, this lovely crackly drum sound. Okay. All these years to perfect hi-fi only to have a button to take it all the way. There's room for both, I think.
The Hanged Man.
Okay, right. Let's get this sorted. So we've got that's Erasmus. So.
Willpower.
Oh no, that's the wrong sample. I mean, it's the right person, just the wrong sample.
Death. Transformation.
I should probably put that at the correct tempo.
Endings. Change. Transition. Letting go.
Right, the Hanged Man will be. Oops, the Hanged Man will be right at the beginning of the recording.
Wake up. A remembrance of the recollection of the Hanged Man.
There you go.
Sacrifice. Waiting. Uncertain.
So we'll do this over a couple of tracks just so that we've got a bit more variety.
Hanged Man. Hanged Man. Hanged Man. Hanged Man.
Sacrifice. Waiting.
Right, so basically we need to make it so that it recorded in the cramped privacy of my wardrobe. Hey, do not knock. I will not knock wardrobe recordings. Some of the best recordings I've ever heard were recorded in a wardrobe.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Right. So as much as I'm running this through in mono tonight, just because there's a limit on how many inputs I have. If I do end up recording this, I'll record it in stereo.
There's also...
Okay. What? Okay. Tang whistle next. Is that
Death.
That's death. We don't want death. No death today. Thank you.
The Hanged Man.
And let's make sure you are at the correct tempo.
The Hanged Man. Sacrifice. Waiting. Uncertainty.
I'm gonna have to pan all these as well, aren't I? I mean, I don't have to, but I know I'm gonna.
Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
You know what? Let's get them all over here first. So we've got Erasmus, we've got Michelle Can, we've got Tang Whistle, Ryan Barrowman, Cat Fireblades. Ra-ta-ta, ra-ta-ta-ta. We've got Cat Fireblade, we've got Erasmus. Where's everybody else gone? Ryan Barrowman. Cat Fireblade, Ryan Barrowman. Tang Whistle. Where's everyone else's recordings gone? Where's Michael Furo gone? I know you're in here. Oh my goodness, did I just not put you in here? I'll pop that one in there. Ollie Morris, Michael Furo. Okay. I believe that's everyone. Okay.
Anamnesis.
It's Michael Furo.
Anamnesis.
Anamnesis.
And then we've got... we won't have Sam doing the Hanged Man, but that's fine. Okay. Let's get...
The recollect hanged man.
So...
Sacrifice. Waiting. Uncertainty.
Uncertainty. That's our boy. Okay, there we go. Let's fire this back. This is all for one sample, but I'm okay with this.
Waiting.
It's getting two beats each.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Can we make that a bit more?
Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Man.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
There it is. There it is. That's where the emphasis is. Okay. So I've done that one. I've done that one. Done that one. And okay.
Action.
Okay. And then Ollie Morris.
Wake up!
Okay.
The recollection of an
That's slowed down as well, so that was more Ollie. Is that still working? Yeah, we're good.
active the hanged man. Sacrifice, waiting, uncertainty, lack of direction, perspective. Lack of direction, perspective.
Okay. We may have to copy some of these over, but that's fine.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
lack of direction,
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
waiting,
uncertainty,
lack of direction,
It kind of creates a nice little extra rhythm as well.
lack of direction, 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 lack of direction, lack of direction, lack of direction,
There we go. It's a bit cheaty, but I don't care. Solly Morris, Cat Fireblade, and Ryan Barrowman. So.
Remember the Hanged Man.
Oh, we're already here. Amazing. Oh, Cat Fireblade, thank you very much. That's very accommodating of you.
Hanged Man. Sacrifice.
Kidding.
Waiting. Uncertainty. Lack of direction. Perspective.
Where have you gone? Right, there we go.
direction,
Perspective.
lack of direction,
Perspective.
lack of direction,
Perspective.
Yes, that's what we want.
lack of direction,
Perspective.
I really hope this works. I really hope this works when we put it in the thing.
lack of direction,
Perspective.
Do we have anyone else? Oh, and Ryan Barrowman at the end.
Honesty.
Okay, let's... I think we have to take this right back to the beginning. Yeah.
Sacrifice. Waiting. Uncertainty. Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Perspective. Contemplation. Stalling.
Okay.
lack of direction,
Perspective.
Contemplation.
lack of direction,
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we do need to actually do copies. Okay, that's fine.
perspective, contemplating, stalling, disinterest, stagnation, avoiding sacrifice,
I think we'll...
stagnation,
I like the way Ollie says stagnation, so we'll keep that one.
Contemplation.
Anamnesis.
Contemplation. Stalling.
Stalling.
Contemplation.
Stalling.
Stalling.
Stalling, there we go. Are you putting these in order? Not particularly.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Stalling.
Sacrifice. Waiting. Contemplation. Stalling. Disinterest.
I mean, it's amazing how Erasmus has kind of naturally got the rhythm there without knowing there was a rhythm.
Contemplation.
Stalling.
Disinterest.
It should be disinterest.
Disinterest. Disinterest.
There we go, that's what we're after. And then... Michelle Kahn. Oops.
Waiting. Uncertainty. Lack of direction. Perspective. Contemplation. Stalling. Disinterest. Stagnation.
Stagnation was going to go to Ollie, who's over here.
Disinterest.
stagnation, stagnation,
Have you been to the Stagnation? It's great. It's full of bugs. Terrible jokes tonight. I'm sorry.
Waiting. Uncertainty. Lack of direction. Perspective. Stalling. Disinterest. Stagnation. Avoiding sacrifice. Standstill. Apathy.
Okay.
Interest.
stagnation,
Avoiding sacrifice. Avoiding sacrifice. Avoiding sacrifice.
The hanged
Erasmus.
Sacrifice.
Shall can.
Waiting.
Tang whistle. Tang. That's the next one. Okay. Which is somewhere. Slow thought, but the fact you could recite Scots convincingly in school revealed your natural skill as a sound designer now. I think that's a very charitable way of interpreting it, but thank you. I think it was more because I was sort of told to perform mine rather than just recite it. So I think my tendency to overact, to overegg it slightly, was what swung it in the end.
Uncertainty, lack of direction, perspective, contemplation stalling, disinterest, stagnation, avoiding sacrifice, standstill, apathy.
Ooh, apathy. Oh, I
8.
like that apathy. Ooh. I like that apathy. Ooh. Throw that up there, I think.
Apathy.
Michael Furo. Where are you, Michael Furo? There you are. Okay.
Lack of direct perspective, disinterest, avoiding sacrifice, and still apathy.
Oh, standstill, that's what I was after.
Sacrifice.
Stand
Sacrifice.
still.
Ooh, that's like triplets, I think.
Sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
Ooh, I like this. Okay, let's sample that. Okay, yeah, this is still going. Okay. Got a little bit of feedback there. That's a good bit of. Don't know what you're hearing there, but it's very feedbacky for me. I'll put my ears the first thing I come into. Hello, Alpka Game in 662. Good to see you. Yeah, we had a bit of a tech wobble there, but we're all good. Let me just turn that.
The hanged man. Sacrifice. The hanged man. Sacrifice.
Okay, we need to get rid of that one because we're going to be recording it. Let's turn that click track off. Metro mode off. Marvelous.
The hanged man.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot to. I did it wrong.
The hanged man.
Oh. Get my little O there.
The hanged man.
Oh. Also, if I see the word anamnesis one more time, well, we're not. There's been no word. We haven't said it yet since you've been here. But we're doing something different tonight. We're remixing music, so you're not going to hear the word. I promise. As much as you normally would. Okay. Gotta get rid of that.
The hanged man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling.
Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
Yes. Okay. Nice words you've got there. Thank you. right now we just need to do a bit of cleaning up, and then we can make that into a thing.
The Hanged Man.
Okay, let's just quickly chop this up.
Hanged Man.
Like I'm enjoying the aspect of kind of doing this all off the computer. I say all off the computer. I'm staring at a computer as I say these words, and I've just done all this. Yeah, so it's nice to be doing something that kind of doesn't involve that to a certain extent. Oh no, I need it over here.
The Hanged Man.
There we go. Zoom out. And then I think we can just bring that. Okay. Now time for the big test. Also, let's normalize that just so it's a bit louder.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of
And I would be doing homework, but I've just finished it. Congratulations on getting your homework done. That's always very, very cool. Very, very good. And good. It's good to do homework.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
So we're going to truncate that just so it's...
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Jellybean break. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hopka Gaming 662. Let's grab a jellybean. Ooh. It's apple, I think. Save check. Well, we're doing just save check on this one. But the great thing is this saves automatically, which is fantastic. Doesn't have an undo button, though. That's tricky. Okay, so.
The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling.
Disinterest. Stagnation.
Oh.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Sorry, I pressed a button that slowed it down.
Still.
Apathy.
I like that. Nice, nice. Good, that works. That works really well. That works really, really well.
The Hanged Man.
I think maybe do something more with
Sacrifice.
this.
Waiting.
Perspective.
Select pad for recording. Press pad to start.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Perspective.
So what I'm doing is I'm running it through a scatter effect.
Sacrifice.
Stand.
So now we have
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling.
Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
so we've got that. And I've also got this one.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
So I kind of want to play around with
The
that.
Hanged Man.
I want to play around with these clips a little bit more on this and maybe add.
The Hanged
I
Man.
like the idea of them coming through
Sacrifice.
this.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest. The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
What happens if I run it through cassette?
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
No, I quite like the
The Hanged Man.
No, that's not working. That's not working either. Okay.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
What can I say? You guys sound too good. It's hard to make you sound less good.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Direction.
Sync delay and then the isolator.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Let's resample that. Pop that there.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
How to make them not sound good? Simply silence them.
Lack of direction.
That
Perspective.
just stops them sounding. That doesn't change whether it's good or bad.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
Okay. So now you can see what it sounds like in the mix with those effects on them.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack of direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
Okay, I quite like that. That's quite nice.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Yeah, adds just a little bit more texture, which I quite like. I'm into it. Yeah, I think I might be into it too. That's
The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man.
right. Now we just got to remember those effects for
Hang-
putting them on the thing. What did I literally just do? I put delay on,
The Hanged Man.
and then that was the isolator.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Right, let's resample that. Press the pad to start.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Stand.
Okay. So here we go again. It currently doesn't have a structure. We'll figure that out later.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice. Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
The hangman.
Sacrifice. Waiting.
Stand.
Okay, so we've got the beginnings of something. That's a good start. So. Didn't say it. Okay, need to time that a little bit better. There we go.
The hangman. The hanged man.
That's the wrong one.
The
Press the wrong buttons.
hanged man.
Right, let's get rid of these two samples here, and then move those up. Like, this is surprisingly intuitive to use. Like, I watched a 20-minute video that kind of gave me an overview of how it all works. But it's surprisingly intuitive, despite the fact it looks really complicated, and if you see what people can do with it, it certainly looks complicated. But it's actually once you start actually making things with it, it does become very intuitive, which is quite nice.
The hanged man. The hanged man.
Sacrifice.
We can delete these. Okay.
The hanged man.
Sacrifice. Waiting.
Timing's a bit off, but that's my fault.
Lack direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
The hanged man.
Sacrifice. Waiting.
Stand.
Okay, so we've got 4 more pads down here for the kind of immediate. Actually, can I? Ah, okay, so I can go through all these other banks here. Sweet, okay. So we've got so many banks of samples we can fill up with. But let's keep just to this one for the time being. Just so I don't get lost. But I think that just seeks to make my point. You could like, what's really interesting to me about this is that so you can plug. So right now I've got it hooked up to my computer, so all the output from the computer is going into I keep calling it the squeeze box, but it's not a squeeze box. But I like the idea of being able to do a live show and be able to first of all run all the sound effects through here, but then it also means if I'm wanting to do like a specific reverb for a specific scene, I can literally just turn that on and it'll affect, if there's a mixing desk going into this with all the microphones going into it, it'll affect all the microphones as well. So it means that you could have like proper reverbs in a live show setting, which is really exciting from an audio drama perspective. But then also, because you can sample and resample and add effects to samples on the fly, it would mean being able to record something, say, the start of a show. It's resetting for whatever reason. That's not so good. This has been on for a while. Hope it saved everything.
The hanged man. The hanged
We're all
man.
good. But yeah, I like the idea of, for something like, say, the tower, for instance. If we had Katrina saying, "What are you doing?" we could record it into the squeeze box during the show. Keep calling it a squeeze box. It's not a squeeze box. We could record it into the Roland. I'm going to call it Roland from now on. Record it into the Roland to a pad, and then later on we can play that back at Katrina like it's another character or something. Like I like that idea. That presents interesting opportunities for something like that. The problem is I don't have a specific idea. I'm just like, oh, these are possibilities. Possibilities are fine. Possibilities are good, but I don't have a specific story for it yet. I don't have a specific thing I want to do with it yet. So I do think for a while it's just going to be this kind of messing around with it and turning and remixing things. What I was thinking of maybe doing for practice is running like a tower episode through it. So having having a whole episode of the tower on here and then practicing like it would be a live show, except having the recordings of everyone. I'm thinking the Blink episode of Doctor Who. You see, that's what I mean. You could have a whole, if that were for something like that, you could have the different bits of dialogue all queued up on different pads, but then also you could have one pad that's just the whole thing. You could have that whole thing set out and ready to go. So you could do something like that's a really good example. That's really, really good. And yeah, I still don't know what I want to do with it yet. But yeah, it's frustrating because I have it's frustrating because like it's such a new thing and it's such a different way of making things to what I'm used to. But then also not really knowing how to start and where to begin and what to do with it is kind of uniquely frustrating. But I don't, it's not urgent. Nobody's waiting for anything yet. Like this is just a thing that I have that I'm still learning how to use. And once I've learned how to use it, I'll be able to hopefully make something with it. That isn't just remixes. But let's get some other things on the go. So. What else do we want? I think I would like the... Ooh! Do I want to put a synth on there? Oh, maybe do that later. I think for now, I would like to record these. So we'll want it from this one. That's right. I think I'm going to record all of this. So it means we can then, I'm going to sample this, and then once we've sampled it, we can add that into the track somewhere. Hopefully. Just put hopefully on front of everything I'm saying tonight. Okay, now we've got to figure out how to take out a big old chunk of silence in the middle there. Okay, right. Okay. Make that a bit louder. That needs to be quieter. Okay. We're gonna copy this. Oops. Nope. I'm gonna copy that over. Do that now. Let's zoom that in a bit. Try and get the timing for this sorted. So this is just lots of fiddly noises tonight. Almost got it. They've just got to do it for the other sample as well. One more note for also sprach das Arthurs. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Hopefully that should. Perfect. I don't think the loop's quite perfect, but I think it will do for now. What have I done? Oh, whoops. Oh, I think that was a good loop. When it decides it wants to loop. Okay, let's give that a go. Getting there. Sounds Scottish. Does sound vaguely bagpipey, doesn't it? Those loops are untidy. Let's be generous and say they're untidy. For those that weren't here for this particular recording, this is it's a synth, but it's also got the sound of a bow being used on a guitar. It didn't sound as good as I wanted it to, so I had to use a synth. I think I might be close enough. Okay, what do I want to add to this? Do I want to add anything? Just with delay on it. Oh, that's a bit much. Oops. Okay. I think we have it. I think we got it. Let's see what that gets us. Ah.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice. Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
It's not quite. This transition isn't smooth, but it'll do.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice. Waiting.
Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. like, I think the other thing as well is like it's completely antithetical. I'm probably saying that word wrong. To how I make music, to like how I write music, how I structure music, because for me it tends to be very, very much based on improvising, like improvising and then recording the improvisation and then building something from that. Whereas with this, you're kind of taking chunks and then having to sort of arrange them, and then keep that sort of structure in your head. So it's. I'm trying to think of a good comparison. I'm kind of coming up short, but it's interesting. It's interesting trying to work like this and trying to work almost not necessarily in a modular way, because that's got very particular meanings in this context. But yeah, like to think about things in blocks of sound rather than like parts. You know, it's a weird one, but I'm enjoying it. It's I'm having to wrap my head around it, which is proving a bit just tricky, but it's interesting. Also, if anyone is interested, we have a sleeping cat. We have a sleepy cat. She's been asleep there the whole time. She's been very good. She's not made any noise. And yeah, so that is your Poppy content for. But you know what? We've got the camera. Poppy, hello. There you go. Am I bothering you? There you go. She's being a lot more amenable. She's getting her what was it 15 to 18 hours of sleep a day. It's not a bad life. So like, what's our what was the other thing I was going to record? Wasn't it? No, it wasn't that. We've already got that one. Was it buffering? Let's get the plain one. I think, where was it? It was here, wasn't it? I want to sample this just because I think we can maybe stick it under something else, because we've still got two pads that we're yet to use, all the way down here. So let's give that a record. Oh, I'm sorry, that was awful. I won't be doing that again. That's the audio equivalent of being hit by a truck, I think. Good lord. Okay. That one. Feedback at the Roland, right? It's just because it's getting the audio directly out of the computer and then being fed back into it. It's trying to just make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay. Zoom in on that. It works. I think I'll probably just take the first bit actually. What do we need to do? We need to put an EQ on it, which is over here. Equalizer. Oh no! Oh damn it! That's when having an undo button isn't good. Where's the redo button? There is no undo, there is no redo. It is just everything you do is saved. So if you make a mistake, you have to know how to correct it. It sucks, but it's also good because it means you're kind of having to be a lot more careful than I would be if I was, say, doing this. Like, the whole point of this is meant to be different from editing on a computer. It's kind of meant to be harder and slightly more challenging. It's not quite. Ugh. There we go. Okay. What's hissing? Why is that hissing so much?
The Hanged Man.
Oh, goodness. Sorry. Because I've got the EQ on. It's on everything right now. Okay. Okay. Again, undo button. Oh, damn it. Okay. Are you awake? She's just turning around. Let's get this sample on the go. Just making sure the loop works. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Is it the end? Is it? Just make that a little bit more. Chopped off too much at the beginning, I think. Well, that works. Okay. There it is. Ah, clean loop. It's just all piano loops at the moment. Okay. Okay. We have a full set of samples now.
The hanged man. The hanged man.
Saxophone.
Okay.
The hanged.
So that's. So right, we've got our chord number 1. Jelly bean break. Thank you, Mattis Martigan. I could definitely do with a jelly bean break. This is an orange one. Ooh, mango. That's some good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Jelly bean celebration. I like it very much. Thank you. I forget how chewy they are, and I have to be very careful not to like chew directly into the microphone. Otherwise, it becomes a very different stream. Right. Could do with a lead, couldn't it? Yeah. Right, so we've got that there. Gotta get that timing there. That's. Okay. So we do actually have one more pad that I've not used. So there's this pad here, which I played around with earlier on. I didn't properly come up with anything for it. Basically, what it is, it's this track here, just pitched down. And the reason I was doing it is originally the idea sounded like this. Which just sounds a mess. So let's get rid of that. Well, we need to get rid of this one as well, because that's the blank one. So we're going to copy that up here, because this is where the piano sounds generally are. Get rid of that. So there's more than once. There you go. That's nice. Okay, so what are we going to put on these two? So first of all, I want to put. I gotta get some bass on the go, I think. Could I use the already? Let's give that a go. Let's make sure this is muted so we don't get feedback. Okay. See where that gets us. Why is that no noise? Oh, I know what it is. There's no noise. Let's get rid of that delay there. Hey, not bad. Okay. I think I managed to cut it off just at the right time. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Oops, not that much. just adds a bit of low end to it, you know, just a bit more low end. That's just a lot of things to think about now. Okay, just trying to wrap my head around this now. Timing right. Ah. I will get that one day. I'm very aware that there's a slight delay just because of the way I've routed this, so I can only hear it coming out of Reaper rather than coming directly through the headphones, just so it means I'm not getting feedback on myself, and it means you can hear what I'm doing as well. So that's probably something to practice later. But anyway. remember to hold on to that one. Latency, exactly. But it's more just, it's a compromise, I think. Just for the stream, I think.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
There it is.
Uncertainty.
Lack direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling.
Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Sacrifice.
Stand.
There you go.
The Hanged Man.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. Piano's slightly out, but I think that's my fault. Okay, it's getting there. There's definitely different ways of playing around with that. Amazing how a 2-chord progression can sound so moody. Yeah, I mean it's just it's a what is it? A C sharp minor ninth, and then a yeah, and then an F minor ninth as well. The 2 chords. Okay, before I do anything else, Monday. On Monday, we're gonna have the launch of Anamnesis. The camera's just stopped, I think. There we go. I had a meeting with Rusty Quill yesterday, just talking about the show and what we wanted to do with it, and in terms of release. So we'll be releasing it on Bandcamp on the 30th of January, which is on Monday. So Monday's stream will be a launch stream for the show. Unfortunately, Mark Galley can't join us. He's at a book launch, which is fair enough. That's more important. He's going to be in a book, which is incredibly exciting. So that'll be available soon. So we'll be here. We'll be listening to the whole series. I'll be kind of showing you the Bandcamp page, linking to the Bandcamp page where you can buy it. And we'll also be taking a look at like other stuff that is in the other entries into the Anamnesis Jam as well, because there's some really good ones in there that I really want to talk about and potentially think about making something with. So that's going to be on Monday, because I was like, this is the one thing I have to talk about on stream, and I think I've just mostly forgot about it until just now. So that's the big thing. Hopefully I'll be getting the art. Well, I've been told I'll be getting the artwork by the end of the week, and the sketches are really good. I love it very much, and I'm excited to show it off. Right, so where are we at? Okay, just one more go. Oh, the latency! Okay, there we go. Once wrote a song using only a G major chord. Our rhythm guitarist hated it. Speaking as a bass player, I suspect I probably also would have hated it. But, I mean, it depends on the song. I mean, there's a whole video with... I can't remember the guy's name. I'm blanking on the guy's name. But basically, this incredible... One of the best, like, session bass players of all time. And they were kind of saying, like, you can do a lot just on one chord as a bass player in terms of what you can do with a bass line, and same with the rhythm guitarist as well. Big believer in that. I kind of I sort of learned about jazz and things through like modal jazz, where it's all about staying on one chord for as long as possible and seeing where it goes. Right, let's see how many of these we can launch at once. You can, he had to work. Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That needs to be a loop.
The Hanged Man.
That does not. Okay, let's try that again. So, drums, bass, piano. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Piano loop needs a bit of work. That loop also doesn't work. Okay. So that bass line needs a bit of work. That loop needs to be cleaned up, as does this one. Excuse me.
The Hanged Man.
Okay.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling.
Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Oops. Okay. You know what? I think that's about as good as we're going to get tonight, I think. But I think probably what I'll end up doing is either over the weekend or either over the weekend or later on in the week, I'll probably sit down and properly record something with this. Just because also like there's other things I have to get done. You know, I have to do like a trailer for. I have to edit a trailer for Anamnesis, and I've been recommended to do a video trailer. And I didn't know how to do video, as you all well know. But so I might make that part of the process, or at least the soundtrack behind it. Yeah. So like I want to do something with it, but I think it's just going to take. It's the frustrating part of being a musician where you've just got to practice the thing over and over and over again until you get good at it. And I don't want to do that on stream because that's just, after a while, I'm going to get in my head about it. It's definitely on the right track, no pun intended. Thank you. No, I think we've got something there. I think it's a good first go at something. Considering I've not made anything on it yet, I think it's a good go of something. Either way, I've had a fantastic time playing around with it. But yes, okay, that's 10 o'clock. I think I'm going to... Rainbow Pony Mac, hello! I was literally just wrapping up. I'll tell you what, I'll have one more go. I'll have one more go with the thing, and then we can wrap up. Just to see if... At least get a structure down. Let's go with that. But hello, Rainbow Pony Mac. It is wonderful to see you. Encore. Get that after.
The Hanged Man.
Sacrifice.
Waiting.
Uncertainty.
Lack direction.
Perspective.
Contemplation.
Stalling. Disinterest.
Stagnation.
Avoiding sacrifice.
Stand still.
Apathy.
The hanged man.
Sacrifice.
Stand.
Wow, we actually got something resembling a track out of that. I mean, it wasn't perfect. It was all over the place, but yeah, that was good. Oh, I think I got a jelly bean break during that. Yes, jelly bean, amazing. What am I gonna pick a random one? That's another pinky one. Oh, grapefruit, amazing. Oh, that's good. That tastes like success. Goodness, fantastic. Well, that's good. We had something at the end of that. Amazing. Great. Well, first of all, thank you, Rainbow Pony Mech, for coming in and causing me to to have another go at it. Thank you for that. But yes. Okay, so, right, I am actually going to sign off now. But yeah, thank you so much for coming along tonight. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm aware this was a bit more meandering than normal. They're pretty meandering anyway, right? But yeah, I'm glad that I've made some time to sit down and actually work out how this works. I'm very happy that I got the opportunity to do that. But yes, so please be back here on Monday, because on Monday we will be properly launching Anamnesis, the audio drama. We'll be looking at other entries into the jam. We'll be finalizing it and entering it into the jam, and then releasing on Bandcamp. And showing off the artwork, showing off the final product. We'll be listening to the whole series as well. So please do come along to that. It's going to be a fantastic time. And then that will be it. That will be us finally wrapped on Anamnesis. That means we'll have gone from start to finish, November through to the end of January. Made an audio drama from scratch, live on stream, which is great. It's surreal to think that we've actually done that. What time on Monday? It'll be 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Other time zones are available. Excellent vibes this morning. Fantastic, Mysterious. I'm glad the vibes were good as always. I did feel a bit more scattered coming into this one. Off up to the attic to try some Reaper stuff now. Inspired. Fantastic. I'm glad that I can inspire people to play around with Reaper and stuff they don't know how to do yet. But yeah, I do want to do more with this box at some point. I do want to see if I can try and make an audio drama with it at some point. But that's for the future. For now, I will hopefully see you all on Monday. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week. I hope it is fine. I hope it is chill. I hope it is peaceful. I hope it is not too overwhelming. And have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, thank you very much, Mattis Martican. Great stream. Have a good night. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. Good night.